leaky gut. It's a pretty commonly used term, and it's pretty well known now by most people and even conventional medical doctors. Well, what is it and what does it mean and why should we worry about it? So, the truth is, everybody's gut is leaky and it's supposed to be leaky to some degree. What happens is we eat food and then we break it down through the digestive process into the tiny micronutrients that our body needs to fuel our body for health. Those micronutrients, once they're broken down inside of the gut, leak over into the bloodstream to fuel the cells. That is normal physiology. That is supposed to happen. What we really mean when we say leaky gut, though, is that the gut is too leaky. That means that the holes are too big and not selective enough. So, in addition to the tiny micronutrients leaking into the bloodstream like they're supposed to, other bigger things are leaking through too that are causing problems. What are these bigger things? Well, things like partially digested food and pathogenic gut bacteria and toxins. And then when these enter the bloodstream, the body recognizes this as foreign and mounts an immune response against those things. That immune response leads to inflammation, and inflammation is a root cause of many, many, many diseases. As a functional medicine doctor, I spend less time trying to figure out exactly what diagnosis a patient has and more effort at trying to decrease inflammation. Because it doesn't matter what the diagnosis is. If we decrease inflammation, you're going to get better and you're going to feel better. So, who has too leaky of a gut? Well, the truth is almost everyone. And let me tell you why. Because when you hear the risk factors for leaky gut, if you don't have these, I'd love to hear about it because you'll be the first person that I've met that doesn't have any of these risk factors. Most people have a combination of all of them. So the big risk factors for leaky gut are a standard American diet. Even if you've dialed your diet in now, chances are at some point or at some times we're eating more the standard American diet, which alone is a risk factor for leaky gut. Also, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen, Aleve, Advil, these medications, the more you take them, the leakier your gut is. Stress also causes leaky gut. Toxin exposure causes leaky gut, and we're all exposed to toxins in this world that we live in. And then intestinal infections lead to leaky gut as well. And many of these are hidden infections and creating inflammation. And almost everyone I test their gut, they have some degree of intestinal dysbiosis that needs to be cleaned up too. So these are the big risk factors, and most people have many of these risk factors, which leads to leaky gut, which leads to inflammation. The good news is leaky gut can be fixed through a combination of lifestyle changes and supplements. Your body is designed to feel amazing, and when it doesn't, there's always a reason. Leaky gut may be one of them.